Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CWL D1 Finals. I'm here together with MrSanchZ, Flair, Rena. I don't know. What do you have any other alter names?
Uh, that the first one is fine. Hello everyone, welcome back. Yeah, so today after a long time, we are finally back with Clan War League, and it's actually ending today. It should be ending today. And
Will.
it's a bit like, let's say it's a bit weird to see that, like what you already saw. But yeah, this is a Division One finals, and it's composed by two different rosters of the same clan, which is Dynamite. The two rosters have put a lot of effort this season, and they have been just like outstanding throughout like the regular season and the playoff stage. So I think yeah, we're seeing the rosters right now. Um, I think this is like the main. This is the main lineup from both teams. Filish from the side of Dynamite Ruby is unable to play right now, but they surely have strong players to like compete for the Division One title today. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
really interesting. We see it's not really like common, or it wasn't common to see. Sorry, six USA flags at major event, but all of a sudden, World Cup comes in and USA wins, and then USA is dominating World Cup, World dominating Division One. Like, yeah, it should
And I think,
be.
yeah, definitely. And a lot of credit goes to Super FX and Mitch, both team leaders for their respectable teams. Super FX playing for Dynamite Ruby, interestingly enough, before, but they switched over to he switched over to Sapphire. He brought along the people from Team USA, who obviously won the World Cup in MKT, and yeah, those guys are now a true powerhouse. Alongside Ruby, it's crazy to see both of these teams for me in the playoffs. I've been obviously a player for Dynamite Ruby before myself. Um, there were some jokes, some memes in the clan chat. I do remember them. You know, let's see each other in the finals, stuff like that. But no one ever thought that was like any scenario that was possible. But here we are, a few months later, and we're actually in the D1 finals, Dynamite versus Dynamite. And it's an interesting route. I believe the CWL season in general was very interesting. I saw basically every team beat each other. It was so crazy up until the finals.
Yeah,
No team was sure of playoffs, and you should know more about that yourself.
yeah, this division, I believe it was like more the most intense to follow and to play in for because yeah, I played the Division One.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's crazy because there were some teams, for example, like the bottom team like was 4-4 or 4-5 like at the season second week, but then they start to win, and I think the worst record for Division One team was like 3-7, and like the top team, which was Sapphire, Dynamite Sapphire, ended up with 6 wins only. So it was definitely a close division. Nothing was sure until last week, and then playoffs were really close. I think both of the playoffs went 2-1. They went to a third match, but now let's just focus on finals. We're having Mitch today, who
yes.
starts in first place, and we seen this is Sydney 2, I believe. Never
No, it's
mind, it's
Sydney
Sydney
T.
Y. Yeah, Sydney
Sydney
1
T.
in Trick version. It's track like in general, Sydney tracks are really hard to come back, but if it's a T version, then it's really madness. Like if you
Yeah.
get hit at the beginning.
Yeah, and the slight difference between Sydney 1 and 2 is that there's actually a shortcut in Sydney 2 with the. Well, you can nisk it in some variations, but you need a mushroom to be 100% efficient. That's why I think Sydney 2 is a little bit more forgiving. If you are behind in this track and there's no shock in play, yeah, then it's one of the toughest track maybe in the game to come back, because the lines are pretty easy, as you can see here. These
Yeah,
players all have the perfect lines for sure.
yeah. Mitch, he hasn't been out of first place like in any moment, and he has a shroom, and it's a top three. This blue shell should be avoided. Yeah.
Nice
Hopefully it
dodge.
doesn't hit someone from his team because I still suddenly saw drop someone drop into six. But
Yeah.
um, if you are in top two on this track, like the only thing that could break it maybe is lucky green, like the snipe or something like that. We see the baggers also here. It's a bit complicated. Like if the bagger of Ruby decides to build here, it could be a bit bad for Mitch as it could get built easily, but it's not the case right now, and he will maintain first,
They
at least
win,
for
but
his business, I think. Yeah,
we did see Sapphire come back at the final at the end. They lost second place, Dynamite Ruby, but still a win overall right now.
yeah. Um, Yeah, it's like we said earlier, this division was pretty close overall, and the bagger points especially are really important right now. As for example, on yesterday's finals, I believe one bagger outbagged the other one like by like 10 points, and those 10 points make a lot of difference at the end. So right now it's a +5 win for Ruby to start,
Yeah,
but we could very easily see a scenario where like there's like 4 points of difference, 2 points of difference, and what the bagger does to come back is really really important. So
yeah,
it should be like getting every point as possible, and yeah. So right
yeah.
now, mhm, we're seeing Choco Island 2 use triple mushroom because of the ending cut, because they're like with triple mushrooms you can cut a lot of off road, but
Yeah,
some players play a more conservative role here.
yeah. You can basically take two shortcuts at the same time near the end, so you have multiple chances to take those shortcuts because you have stars and the mega mushroom, and on top of that you have your special item, which you can pull already in the first set with triple mushrooms. That's why triple mushrooms is somewhat good here.
Yeah, this initial section like that mist doesn't really save much time, but like it's the first block, so it doesn't matter like really your spot. But yeah, this track, yeah, that's what happens if you go really close to your teammate and he's getting into that section. Right now, it's the first for Sapphire and Speedy with a red in third. It's going to be taking out Ryu, but he has a shroom, so he should be recovering and getting that place in that ball. Oh,
That's a really
uh,
good red right there, really deleting it out of the race because everyone took the shortcut seemingly, or most players did. Now it's a real struggle to get back. Pulls the
yeah,
star luckily and has a very toxic mushroom.
he
Shock
dodged it.
coming in.
He dodged it, but yeah, that should be a Ruby shock, but I am not entirely sure as yeah, Mitch should be winning this.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Yeah, he will. But he tried to side red combat. I think he doesn't get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think Com made a really smart play, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but I think he opted into the glider as soon as the shock landed. So he really adapted very fast to that whole situation. Because
yeah, I was
when you're in glider, the shock effect is just very much diminished.
Mhm. Yeah, nice play by Com there. I actually want to know because it was probably yeah Ruby's shock. But like
Yeah.
I saw it like they got shocked and the boxes were right in front of them. So I don't know if a bit more later shock could have done like the thing. Maybe Mitch called it because his card was about to run away and he didn't want to use his star just yet. Maybe,
Something
but
like
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah, could
Um,
be.
this track is like this track having this track like as your last track is like it's for example it's for those who play MK8 it's like having Cheeseland or Dry Desert as your last pick. Like everything could
Yeah.
happen on this track, and it's so comeback friendly. So let's see what happens here. Like even a top three at the last section is not secured.
You know why I love this track so much, Sancho, is because running is not 100% per se the best strategy right here. While in most tracks it usually is. If you can get a top three down, you're in a really, really, really good position. This track, because of the how many shortcuts there is, it could actually backfire if you let the other team pull all the stars and stuff.
Yeah, as
So
we
you get in
seeing
a
an
lot of
early top three for Ruby. I don't know if it's the right play as you say it, but Jivache is going to go down, and what Sapphire is doing is trying to like they are securing the second place boxes as
yeah.
we see Speedy. So the reds aren't for Ruby. He's holding a bomb though. Okay, he helps to chain it. And Mitch is just holding these triple mushrooms. I think if he can maintain third place with these mushrooms, he should be getting a great spot.
Oh, look, he
But
had a
I don't
mushroom behind the red.
know.
That's kind of a lucky pull for NHPD, to be honest.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I don't know if I like that play. Uh, this green is actually going to connect. Was a perfect snipe there, but he got ready before the boxes, so chances are he pulls a mushroom or something like that. Yeah, as we see. Oh no, he gets instantly redded, and it's going to
oh,
be a top two. Yeah, that was really unfortunate for him. Like he
well,
was just on the space and the moment, wrong space and wrong moment.
yeah, I
Sadly.
don't know if it was unfortunate because it was also a lot of it was on Mitch for playing it that well. I think he took him down twice in the ending, so yeah, really well played.
Yeah. Um, I mean, the snipe was really good, but then I think it was. I don't know if it was speedy or effect, but like yeah, it was speedy. So
Yeah,
I like what Mitch did. He tried to go into second place to get the box in second, of course.
yeah,
But like taking that cut with like in front of someone who has red and you have no protection, that could have backfired a lot. But luckily for him, he pulled like Speedy pulled a shroom in second, so it went well for Mitch as we saw. He ended up getting second place and a top two for Ruby, who is right now in the lead, and it's growing a bit bigger.
yeah. It's a good matchup. I think, by the way, when he took that cut, he still had a mushroom also in pocket because he had trip shrooms and a normal shroom. So
Yeah, he could have recovered very easily still.
yeah. That's why he made the play, I guess, just for more protection for Ryu, just getting that one red out of the way.
Yeah, and we're going to Donald Plains 2 trick version. This track, I have seen launch players play with manual drift. Some players play with button. I'm not entirely sure. It depends on like what you want to do. But right now it's a top two for Ruby, and
Yeah.
maintaining top spots is really important. If he avoids the trail at the very lastest, and right now,
Oh,
oh,
one of
yeah,
them
no,
got
no,
hit out.
it's a
Oh,
top three. It lagged a bit.
yeah,
Yeah, he's getting rid of the protection because he knows that. But yeah, this top three is really like really strong. You need practically a blue to break like the top spots right now because it's
yeah,
right now not going into Sapphire's way. And so this should be a top two, even a top three. It could be. I don't see Wendy dropping. Shao comes in at the last moment, and
yeah.
yeah,
And
it's a top
Samuel was an 8, so he probably held it for the longest time. The interesting thing to me, Sancho, is that you said something about switching to manual. In this version of the track, it's not that important because in the normal version, manual is just favorable because you have the cut at the end. Where in this version, you finish with the ramp and you can take all the angles with drift button. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I also think Bottom was the best on last track, considering though that thing. And
Yeah,
like there's a strat on like going into second box when you can maintain a drift and get an ultra mini turbo at the landing. But sadly we don't see that. But still it's Dynamite Ruby coming like it I don't know, it just has been all the way Dynamite's Ruby way. So right
yeah.
now Sapphire
They're
needs
doing really
to
clean runs as well. Like they're
mm,
not doing anything stupid. Basically, they're not. Yeah, they're just
yeah, they're
playing
not
really well.
doing any major mistakes. So what Ruby needs to do is maintain this lead as most as they can because when the war is going to an end, there's a moment where the losing team might opt to all run, and that could backfire them instead of like favor them. Of course, you always have to like watch the moment. Like you need to not be the team who is all running. That's
Yeah,
the
definitely.
so so
Yeah,
yeah, right now against Sydney track, this was the reverse version. Speedy gets trail, and right now it's a top two, but I we see a star in third place. So it's if I was a guy in third, yeah, no, it wasn't a star. Oh no, yeah, it was a star, but it wasn't by that guy. So that
such a
red,
good draft, and that bomb is such a good item there.
Yeah,
will
this
really
bomb is
slow
really
them down.
scary. It could easily end someone's career right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if something can do with this soft. Oh yeah, the blue shield actually hits Mitch and the bomb, and that was a crazy snipe. Yeah, but yeah, this mega pull is actually great for Speedy as he's able to take that cut really easily, and this top two should be gone. Since there's no blue shield anymore, and
Yeah,
don't see
that's
much
facts.
charges. Yeah. Come
Yeah.
going into Omega, not actually quite hitting Mitch, but still this looks at a very promising race. Uh oh, this Mega Mushroom pool. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you
Oh,
might as well
oh
try to go for it. Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
thought.
he did it.
Oh, and they did
What?
it. Wow. 2, 3,
Yeah,
4. I didn't see
what a
that
tough
coming.
pool, bro. That like he gets a Mega Mushroom and a red shell on that set. He reads com and then he just runs into super effects. I don't know if he got pushed like at the side or something like that because like he didn't hit Ryukano, which was really a bit lucky there because he was really close. He could have been a lot worse. And Ruby saves it. And it's again a winning race for them, and they're just getting away with it, which every
Yeah.
race.
And maybe for the random spectator who doesn't know the Sydney tracks because he or she doesn't play MKT, there were a lot of ground items near the bridge section, and that's because a couple of shy guys from a train, passing train, I should say, they spam random items onto the bridge. So if you're very lucky, there's a lot of mushrooms on the floor. If you're very unlucky, it's basically a bomb field or a banana field.
There's a bomb on your head too, of course.
Yeah, Sancho knows all about that one. I think it happened in one of his CWL matches. That was unfortunate, to say the least. But
Yeah,
it can really help with a front run. That's what I wanted to highlight. If you
yeah,
have a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
of mushrooms, then it's so good when you're front running. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
this track is actually interesting because like unlike the A deluxe version of this track, in wars, this track is actually a really good runner if you manage to pull mushrooms on the first box, which is the case from Mitch and two Sapphire members. Almost everyone took the shortcut. If not everyone, I think
Yeah,
everyone took that shortcut actually. Yeah, so like that's like the determinant shortcut. But yeah, this red actually made a lot of damage, I think, to the guy in six.
yeah.
Yeah, outside that shortcut, it's not really much. Like there's some Nisk somewhere and some like there and there, but
I was
there's
about to
not.
say, be careful for a red. It might be in play, and it was. Yeah,
Yeah, there's like no room to come back because of the invisible walls. So uh there's a solid run that you can have, but like it's a bit lower, let's say like that, because of this shortcut here. So right now it's a top two, but we can see Wendy trying to fight his way into the top spots.
I
Right
think
now.
I think Mitch didn't use his star before because he wasn't sure if he could make the cut with it, but he could. So I would have definitely played it items.
Oh, these mega pulls. Oh
Oh,
no. He gets stuck in the pipe because why didn't he use his Mega Mushroom? There's no shocking play. There's no reason not to use it.
yeah,
He's sadly is going to lose one spot because of it.
yeah, definitely.
And who knows? Maybe you lose the war by 2 points, and then you remember this moment or something like that.
You'll
But
remember
still,
it.
yeah, still it's pretty decent race for Ruby. Like they are just wanting to hold the lead, and a
Yeah,
-1 race, it's okay at this point.
yeah. This race was maybe like the one race where we could point out some mistakes from Mitch's POV, but it's some of these things are, if the player has a red or not, you just gamble for it that he doesn't because you want the star for the cut later on. So it's all understandable, I guess. That mega play was, yeah. The
Yeah,
piranha getting stuck behind the piranha plan was just a lining mistake.
yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty important is, but still like I don't know if that was because he felt a bit nervous or something like that because like they're winning, and I know even if you're winning or you're losing, you're playing for Division 1 finals, so uh nerves can get on your head like pretty easily even with that spot. So hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it was just silly mistake and that's it.
Yeah, probably. I don't think too much of it. It can happen to anyone, I guess.
Yeah. Right now we're going to Luigi's Mansion T version. This track, I don't know how to qualify it, but running is not that bad. Yeah, the spam of the first box is just unbearable. Like Mitch is able to survive, but there's two Sapphire members behind him, and yeah, it could be a bit bad for him. But now we see a top two. Like they're just doing a great job at covering Mitch.
But everyone passing with through the shortcut there and through the graveyard.
Oh, this hard pull in second place is really useful.
Yeah, it is.
FX lagging. I think he hits one protection. I don't know if you guys see it, but I think that what's happened. Top two for Ruby. If Mitch is able to pull shrooms in here, he could easily break into first, but it's going to get the one of the worst pulls you can ever get in third place.
Yeah, it is. And HPD is holding a mushroom. That's really good for them,
Oh, we
actually.
see a star in fourth place. Jevache is going to do some work here. And
Yeah,
he pulls a red in third. Oh my
that's
god,
a god snipe if I ever saw one.
Mitch is going
So
all
clutch.
in these finals, and this it. Oh no,
But
that's a shock from
oh, but they were
Jimmy.
in dodges, so yeah, that might have been a Ruby shock even. Not sure.
No, 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 it was Jimmy's shock. I saw a white Yoshi. Sorry, shocking. But oh, this bomb is going to destroy Divac, and getting fifth place because of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a really nice shock pull by Jimmy. It was much needed since Mitch was just in rampage mode, and that top three looked pretty devastating.
yeah,
It was a savage for Sapphire, but clearly they're losing the front presence a lot. They like Ruby is having a lot more front presence, and this is why they're getting the positive raises, or at least not
yeah.
that negative.
Yeah, and Sapphire did have some front presence in this specific track, but yeah, this track is notorious for comebacks. Luigi's Mansion just has so much shortcuts near the end. So when you're close in the pack with, like, let's say, place 4 or 5, you have those stars. Yeah, you can take multiple shortcuts, and that's what happened there. So Jibacha immediately took over. I think Ryu after him. Yeah, they just came back from mid pack very easily.
Yeah, that's why this game is scary because of like you can be really close to first place, but if you get a box in fifth, you can easily pull a star and just break away with it.
Yeah, that's how it should work. That's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, so now right now we're going to I think it's the like tiniest track on the tour right now. This track is a lot chaotic because it features three item sets, and
Yeah.
what we're seeing like in second lab is just it's just madness of items going on. Like this bomb, okay, it didn't hit.
Oh,
It will have been really epic. But right
yeah.
now, we see Sapphire opting not to
Oh,
back. His bomb actually was really close.
yeah.
But yeah, I think Com was just unfortunately hidden there. But
Mitch
yeah,
is already really far back. I really wonder if he's still getting back into this game. And it seems like the beggars are really close too, aren't they? Or did they are they left already? I'm
yeah,
not sure.
there was no hard bagging on this track. But it should be a top two for Sapphire. But let's see if they can salvage that bottom two. It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Top two, bottom two. It's a winning race for Sapphire by 3 points. But they surely need to be getting more positive races right now because time is like going like you're running out of time. Sorry.
You're running out of time for sure. Yeah. And I thought Mitch was in a good position holding that bomb because there was someone behind him in third. That bomb snipe was maybe a little bit greedy. I don't know.
It was, yeah, but really interesting. Like we don't, at least on this tour, we don't see much races where the hardback doesn't happen. It's quite refreshing when it doesn't happen, but it surely should have gone a lot better for Sapphire, or at least that's why they should think. But right now, going into a hard runner, this track features absolutely no shortcuts, so you really want to be like dominating the front here.
Yeah, if you
Um,
get hit out, it can be
oh,
devastating like this.
yeah, that was a weird angle to take that turn because of the hit.
Yeah.
But right now Sapphire is just I don't know if you saw that on the beginning, but they were Jamie was like in first place for one moment, and he might be like in second place right now. But
Oh,
yeah, interesting decision because like right now shocks are more common to happen because the hardbaggers are nowhere to be seen. Sorry,
yeah,
but
they're passing more boxes in eighth then.
I think Jivacha is holding into first as good as he can, but I don't know if it will stay much longer because like there are so many
It's,
members pressuring him. And
yeah.
it oh, never mind. Yeah, that was a Sapphire shock actually. I think they tried to dodge com, but I think it was a bit too late, and it actually ends up backfiring them. And yeah, everyone is really close. Mitch should activate his heart right now. Yeah, because he Speedy got a blue
Oh,
in
and the
first
blue.
place, and yeah.
Oh, but this could still work out. Does Speedy hold any items? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He
Oh, that's
doesn't get any red. That's sad for him.
yeah.
And yeah, I think that was that I was 99% sure that was a Sapphire shot because I saw the Wendy. But
Yeah,
it
fair enough.
like yeah, it didn't work too bad for them actually. That blue shell pool was really unfortunate for Ruby. But it's a winning race for Sapphire. They definitely will take it. But yeah,
It was
I
a
think
very
we got
chaotic track. I didn't see much use for the shock, but I guess they did. So we have to assume there was multiple people dodging. Maybe something went
I'm
wrong after that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they wanted to dodge com, but like his mega run out of like just at the moment because like Mitch didn't dodge. He only got like one boost
Yeah,
from the mushroom, and he was already like on second place, third place. So
yeah, exactly. And then we saw, I think, Super FX being shocked out. So it was for what for me was weird. If I remember correctly, there were like 2, 3, 4, right, when the shock happened. So I assumed they had a lot of pressure on Jibacha. I don't know why you would give up that position so easily. Maybe I missed something. I'm not sure.
yeah, so right now going to another crazy runner, Waluigi Pinball. This is the three no, this is normal version. And the difference right now is 19 points, 19 points, sorry, for Sapphire, against Sapphire, sorry. And to put you in context, you need a top four to get that 19 difference. So
Yeah,
um,
just to get
yeah,
even.
that's a lot to come back with three races left. It's surely possible, but you need to get all in right now. And as we see, yeah, Ricano gets taken out, and it's going to be a top two for Sapphire, unless this bomb. Okay, he didn't hit. Sadly
Yeah,
for Jibacha, but yeah, FX coming into Omega right now.
they returned to
And
bagging, that's for sure, because I see Yoshi in the back. That's Sapphire. So
yeah, Jimmy is bagging right now, but this top three is actually pretty good for them. FX needs to do his best to just obstruct like Jivacha and Mitch, and it should be fine. But they're in the hard.
blue,
This
blue.
crucial. Oh, all right, yeah. So, if I was Mitch, I don't know if I would change this here, but maybe on the next set he gets the back.
Oh, what a beautiful snipe from Super FX. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe the blue shell is good here because he could maybe hit this guy in second too.
yeah, that could be.
I don't see anyone dropping, so I am assuming they dodged the blue because like
Mitch
they
is
didn't drop any position.
Mitch is absolutely getting destroyed right now with two beautiful backs back to back.
Yeah, he might be able to get fifth place if he's lucky here, but it doesn't seem like it. FX gets a start in fifth, and he's oh
But
Ruby.
remember how you can back on this line. So okay,
Yeah, Ruby actually took down someone there, but it was not enough to get into the first place. Still a win race for Sapphire by a bit. Maybe if Jimmy is able to get into seventh place, it will be a bit better for them.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess it's not the case, and it's like 16 points up for Ruby with two races left. Is going to be pretty let's say it's scary for
it's tough.
Sapphire. So
It's
yeah.
such a tough position. You really need to get back into the game with this game because if you lose more than 3 points, then obviously the game is over. So That's one thing, but also just closing that gap is just such an enormous feat. So
Yeah,
you really
right
want to
now,
close it in 2 turns.
yeah. For example, if right now Sapphire gets a +3 race, which is winning race, of course you always want winning, but right there, like the difference will be like +13, +11, and to get that difference in one race, you're required to do a top three, or like the enemy team do a bottom two, bottom three. So yeah, it's a bit hard. I need a really good racing here just to have the odds of getting a better last race.
I saw someone burn out, but it seems to be Ruby. So
Yeah, Ruby is all Ruby needs to do is just maintain that 8 place box to minimize the possibilities of Sapphire getting shocked here.
yeah,
But yeah, this track is just like it's not the best at running. At this is better than the normal version because of the tricks and there's only one shortcut. And
no,
right now it's
I think this track is a god given for Ruby because like if they are not begging, then it means that they can keep someone in 7th and 8th place, and they're relatively close to the pack. And because of all these shortcuts at the end, you might as well just get more points in. So I think for
FX
Ruby,
game.
this is a really good track.
Oh, FX. Oh my God, that was a really clever move. And the shot comes in.
Whoa,
That's
for Sapphire, it seems. Look at that.
bro. How you get shocked in there? This seems like a really bad race for Ruby. This first place is going to
Wow,
be. Oh, it's going to save it. It's going to save it.
wow.
The first place.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
if it was
it,
Ryu or Jibacha, but he absolutely saved his team with that first place for sure.
it could be even Samuel. I think it was Ryu, but yeah, of course, yeah. We kind of saved it
Wow.
for Ruby, but that's a +7 race for Dynamite Sapphire.
Yeah,
And yeah, I don't know. It was a 7th place chalk at the very least. It was that, or maybe Mitch tried to cancel the blue out. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, because Ryu dodged it, so I'm not sure who it was, and I don't know if like if it was Sapphire, it was a 7th place chalk, which is absolutely mad for for Ruby.
I think at
Um,
one point I saw a Sapphire member in 8th, by the way, near lap 2.
for real?
So
Yeah,
yeah, I think so. Maybe
yeah.
something strange happened with respawning. No, because by then the shock already was about to happen.
So last race going to Sydney. This is Sydney 2, and it's a +7 for Ruby. So they just all they need to do is get a not that bad of a race, and they should be set up. But
But
regardless,
but +7 is really doable, Sanchez. Really,
yeah,
what this is anyone's game right now.
yeah, 19 points to go, like on 3 races left, and right now the gap is only 7 points, so it is definitely doable.
Ooh, that bomb might have killed someone because it was in a really toxic position when it exploded. And you get sent backwards if you land past the glider, so that could have killed someone's career. It's hard to tell right now, but you can see how spread out the pack is on the mini map of Mitch. I really think multiple people died at that with that bomb.
Yeah, like the bottom 3 places are just a bit completely like they're not getting a better spot than that, I think, unless I
Something very important happened here. We saw a player from Sapphire getting into 3rd place, and there's the double reds. Yeah, now he can spam them for sure.
yeah, come right now safely going to get first place if there's no blue shell, and yeah, this is bad for Ruby. They are in a top spot, but these 2-3 and right now 2-3-4 is going to save the save it if they are able to maintain it.
Yeah, but
Um,
Tom
yeah,
Tom Trues has a really good chance for back spamming here.
he
This
gets,
line is very toxic.
yeah, he didn't back it. Shot comes in.
Yeah, Ruby
Oh,
wins.
yeah, Ruby wins this first match. Congratulations for them. They were able to maintain that 2-3-4 until the end. That's all they needed. And
Yeah.
the shot at the end, I don't know if it was from Ruby. I think it was from Ruby, but not entirely sure. Either way, Ruby wins the first match right now, and we're having, I think, a 5 minute break until we go into next match. So, really impressed.
It's so close, man.
Yeah, it was a really good performance, at least by Ruby. I saw Mitch,
Yeah.
for example, in comparison to yesterday, Mitch going out really aggressive today, and just I think overall better play style than yesterday. So I
Yeah,
think yeah, he regained his confidence back and just focus on winning it all.
oh, for sure. And I think I mean, we pointed out some mistakes, maybe, or some questionable decisions from Mitch's POV, but in general, he played super, super solid, and his team did as well. They really had each other's back. So, yeah, it's time for Sapphire to get back to the drawing table and figure out what went wrong in that first match. But honestly, it was so close. Like, they maybe just let it slip a bit out of their hands in the beginning of this match. That's how I feel anyway. And then they had to make some desperation plays near the end, and those just never seem to work. So
Yeah, at this point, maybe they want Com wants to consider going to his babe again. Maybe that's the reason they lost right now.
yeah.
All right, so I think yeah, we're having a 5 minute break and we'll be back with you in no time. All right, hello everyone, welcome back. I told you yeah, it was 5 minutes, but I think it was a bit shortened.
Yeah,
So
some of the players are in a rush because they have some important things to attend to after this game. So that's why we're speeding it up, which is good for us. Fast pace. We love it.
yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I will say it at the end of the cast, just not to cause it. But yeah, we're back. First track we see Waluigi Pinball again. As we saw last time, it was a really good runner, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think we will be seeing at least three tracks that they will play like last war, like last three tracks or something like that, because the cup rotation. So yeah, right now it's an early top two for Sapphire, but it's really close actually. They got double reds in 4 plays. Oh no.
Sanchez, I really like this track when you can front run it, especially like Sapphire is doing right now, because you have so many angles when you're in third place and you pick up some shells or whatever. You have so many angles for back spam because everyone has to pass through these corners. Like
Yeah,
there's so much dead zones. Basically, I love it.
yeah, yeah, this like those kind of corners here are really good. The ending of the cannon is really good for back spams. There are some specific moments where just unavoidable at all. But right
Yeah,
now, yeah, Mitch and Ryu they need to use their dodges just to try to catch a bit, because this top three is just going to be deadly if it gets into like the end. This red shield was really close. Sorry, green shield. But
let's point out that Jimmy is in eighth place, so the chance for shock for Dynamite Ruby is very low right now. So if they don't pick up a blue, I already look
oh,
at that beautiful snipe yet again from Super FX. We saw the same last time he played this track. Also a green connecting onto Mitch. Yeah, he's really securing a good lead for his team right now. Great play.
no, I think he hit the pinball, but I don't think it will be enough for Ruby to catch much of it. Yeah, he does one spot, but or maybe two,
Maybe three.
or maybe three. Oh, you
Oh, but
back to
look at
this
that backstep.
thing. Was it a backspam or a random shell that was bouncing? I'm not
Hmm.
entirely sure.
I'm pretty sure it was a red shell, so it must have been a backspam. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So yeah, still, I think Sapphire didn't give up their top two, like though in no point of the race. So that was a really good for them, sorry. And FX just doing his best to maintain it.
Yeah.
He sadly gets 6 plays, but still a winning race for Sapphire, and they start the second match winning, which is also always good.
Yeah, that's the kind of mojo you need in your team after taking the first loss in the grand finals of the D1 CWL.
Hmm. All right. So as we just saw earlier, I think yeah, we're going again into Vanilla Lake trick version. Last time we saw a really good shock pull, getting Ruby into bottom three.
Oh
Let's see what
yeah,
happens right now, because we're now going to have hardbaggers. So the comeback possibilities are really like they're not that big like last time.
yeah, I agree. I think this track is so good from mid back too. So I really wonder how those people how they're trying to play this track. It was
Yeah,
more difficult, I think, last time to figure out how the teams wanted to play because They had to take drastic measures already with people just front running, etc.
Oh, yeah, early top two. For Ruby, it's close though. I think Ryukano is like peaking on third place, second place. But like Mitch getting one red shell at the beginning of, oh no, this is really bad for him. I think his race might be over.
He's
Um,
so lucky to pull that star. Is he gonna use it? Yeah, he must. He
yeah,
must.
he must do it. If he gets a green shell or something not to cut, it will be over for him already. But we saw someone from Ruby going like from second to sixth place. I think he got hit on the glider.
Well, but
This
Super FX won't expect this.
yeah, it was really good. But these items though, I think he needs to hold it just at the ending.
Yeah, he has to.
Uh, oh, he is going
Okay.
to chain it, and he gets Reddit. So yeah, this red shield was actually really good for him. Ryukano getting that ending shortcut. I think sadly FX didn't have anything to cut
Yeah.
because yeah he got he got caught at the end because of that. We at
Mm.
least on this race we saw a lot of red shield in slow spots, which
Yeah,
are
but
really bad, really
yet
OP.
again, there's this one Dynamite Ruby member just keeping that first place. This time it's Jibacha who does a great job. Last time I think it was Ryu. But it's so critically important because we saw Super FX getting hit out at the end. He couldn't make the shortcut anymore, so he was just dead lost for sixth place. But Jibacha held his own against two players of Sapphire, and that first place is so critically important. Really
Yeah,
good job
it
by
is.
him.
As we saw last match, maintaining first was just enough to get a big lead going into last race.
Yeah,
So yeah, this was last race of last match, and um, and yeah, let's see what happens right now because once again we're having hot baggers, so big differentials won't happen. Um, well, it shouldn't happen.
yeah,
So yeah, I want to talk a bit of the picks. Like Mitch always plays like with the same two cards and like same lighters or and thing. I
yeah.
actually think even like there's a bit more like differences in like a bit of more of advantage if you use one thing or another. But right now we've seen like 7 out of 8 people playing with drift cards and just FX playing with jump boost card, which they're like there's no really any like jumbos, like maybe the jumbos you get from gliding, but that's all.
Oh yeah.
So like they're just playing with their favorite combinations, and I think that's one of the main reasons this game is like a bit more refreshing than other games. For example, like you can easily use your favorite card, and like as long as it isn't like uh, Rocket Stars card, I think it's pretty good, pretty viable.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about what happened right there. Mitch pulled a good hard pull, like in third place or something like that, and now all he needs to do is just keep running and just hope his teammate can get into second place.
What he needs to hope is that he gets double defense here. Yeah, he has to spam that mushroom away because there was a Sapphire member right behind him.
Yeah,
Jibacha passed though. That's really good for him.
yeah.
Look at those mushrooms. 3 mushrooms.
Oh, three mushrooms. He got three mushrooms over there. That's
Y-
really good.
You know,
I
when you enter a casino and see that, there's a jackpot light sign, and it's kind of the same in this track.
yeah. So yeah, Mitch getting three mushrooms there was critical good. It's really hard for him to just not get first gear, and he also has all protections. So yeah, it's could be this should be a first place for Mitch, and sadly
Humongous lead.
for Ruby, I think Com was able to get into second place there. So yeah,
Yeah, but still, 1-3-4 is huge. Yet
one,
again,
four, yeah, really good.
yeah, Ruby getting completely back into this game, just overtaking the lead from Sapphire for sure. Let's see how the bagging point turns out, but Samuel has a pretty good lead right now, it seems.
Yeah, Mitch getting mushrooms even without doing any effort. Like he got, I think, one mushroom or two. Like when he was celebrating. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one scary thing about Sydney is like the front, like the guy in first is just gone if he was able to take one or two shrooms. And if you are in the mid pack, for example, the guys in front of you are able to take the mushrooms, and sometimes it like the game doesn't register that you took it, sorry.
Yeah.
But sometimes he did, and just getting bigger and bigger lead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough. I think the biggest thing about that track that we just saw is that we can't see it because Mitch was in a very good position both times we played that track. But I think in both times people got hit out near the glider. And if you're resetting that track, you fall so far behind. It's just impossible to come back because there's no shortcuts. The lines are very easy. It's a very devastating track in that sense.
yeah, and this track as well doesn't feature any shortcuts. It's really it's really different to play this in Mogi than like in War because there's an awesome build strat over here and you can easily have a build in sixth place and get into first place. But we're not seeing that because of the hardbagger. So outside that, this is just one classic front running track when you just have to be careful over here. Like this is like the only shortcut like it's not a real shortcut, but like first place needs to go a bit wide because he doesn't want to get beaten by the piranha. But if maybe, oh no, this blue shield
Oh,
is going
there's
to
the
lose
blue.
a lot of work. Yeah,
I wonder if that's the reason why Super FX didn't throw double reds. Maybe he had them, but then it was strange to me that he spammed Mitch so early on before the glider. So
yeah,
could be
not.
that.
Oh, yeah. I think that red shield was from his partner. Not entirely sure, but yeah, Mitch gets taken out. Um, he sadly won't get ju- like any higher spot here. He just needs to be careful to get fifth place, just not letting Speedy pass him.
Nice
Um,
star pool.
yeah, and this star will just end the deal for him. This shock, though,
Oh,
not
what?
sure who it was. I
Super
like
FX died. I'm not sure how, but
maybe he tried to dunk and respawn earlier, something like that. But it's just not worth. Yeah, early on days, this was a really fun track to drive because there were two respawn points that were really powerful, especially the one at the end.
okay,
You just
Sancho, I'm gonna
won.
stop you right here. I can't hear this. This track was horrible to drive earlier on. I completely disagree with you. Oh man, did I hate this track? Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like, if it was a Sapphire shock, and what he tried to do is just dunk and dodge that way and just get into like the finish line early. But if it was a Ruby shock, then I'm not sure like why he died. Like, what he tried to respawn forward. Like, it's just a better option just to glide at the end because
Yeah,
of like when you respawn, like you don't have any items to like. I
yeah,
get the finish line is just in front of you, but you have to consider maybe the guy behind me dodged it, or even without the dodge, I think just gliding was just to do the play there.
yeah. No,
Then
I can think of many scenarios of what happened there, but the bottom line is something went horribly wrong for one team. That's for sure, and it wasn't.
yeah, I still stand. That track was actually pretty funny to play with the response. Anyway, we're playing. This track actually features four sets of item boxes, so comebacks are a bit more friendly, let's say. But if you get this early lead, it's a bit hard, even without the shock. Yeah, Mitch is again going to be protected by his teammates and just try to run in first.
And back spams are lethal here too. Like you have these long straight sections where if you connect the back spam, someone's race might just end.
Yeah. It's like it's normal to see someone going straight gliding there. There are so many. Oh, Mitch getting blued again. He should be mad right now. But yeah. I was about to say like there's the gliding in this game is just going slower. If you have the choice to go gliding or go oh no, he hits Nana. I think
Uh,
his race might be over right now. Yeah.
Was it in his own Nana? I'm not sure. No, he
No,
blocked
it
the
wasn't.
path with his own
Yeah,
Nana.
yeah, it
That's why.
was Shy Guys Nana.
Yeah,
Um. So yeah, I think yeah, that blue shield. Oh no, yeah, it just completely flipped for Ruby, and it's a top three for Sapphire. I think with this they are
well done.
again back in the lead, if not wrong.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, well done by Sapphire. That's a great comeback after the last track where something went wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hitting that Nana was completely unfortunate, but even without Nana hit, I don't know if Mitch could have done a lot, like much on this track after getting that blue shell hit. I think Sapphire members just did a great job, just taking out the Ruby members. But yeah, yeah, Com hitting like hitting 40 points already is completely outstanding. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
don't
close.
forget, I'm always it's always very sus for me to check individual scores because especially in wars, of course, your score is a reflection of how you played as a team. So yeah,
Yeah,
but he
indies
did.
don't matter much, unless like if you score 20 points or if you score 80 points, it doesn't really matter much. Thing is, you have to win. You're playing to win the match,
Yeah,
not to play
yeah.
yourself. Yeah. So we're now seeing a different variation of donut planes. I know there are maybe there are some DP3 enjoyers on the chat, but this time it's DP2. This track, I'd say it's really good for triple mushrooms if you have designated baggers because like shocks are not really common, and there are some certain spots here where triple mushrooms should shine, and we see I think one, yeah, Jivacha opting to go with triple mushrooms here. Maybe he can pull them in second place, which would be really good for them. But Com right now trying to get the box in second from Jivacha is not going to be able, I think. But
No, it didn't seem like it. Maybe on his screen though.
yeah,
Be
it
careful.
didn't. He's just going to hold his room into this bit of an off-pro patch. This small is going to screw up with Mitch, but it's not really determinant. It's we see
No, but
Mitchell trying.
yeah, and he was super close to the pack while getting a fourth place box. So I think that was optimal.
Samuel with a bill right now. He could be trying to
He's
like
gonna
he
cut
could use
here.
the bill here and try to screw some Ruby members, but I
He's just
don't
dangerous
see.
now. No
Yeah,
heart left.
he didn't use it right now. But
Good
it will
job.
be a solid top two. Oh wait, yeah, it's a solid top two for Ruby. Um, really interesting. Like I think the like I think Com got breaded. They was like they were like pretty close, and I think he got hit by something. I'm not entirely sure, but that allowed Mitch to just end the running and just getting the first place, and Ryukano helping his teammate in getting second place there.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a good example of when you're really close to the pack and you take a lower place box, you just get better items in general. That's I think what happened here. Mitch held a mushroom, a heart, he pulled another mushroom, and that was just barely enough to secure a win.
Yeah, and now Ruby back up into the match again, and I think we're right now on the wait. Let me check. Yeah, right now we are at the half of the war. Ruby have a bit of a big lead right now. It's not that determinant. It's like 10 points or 9 points. Like it's really close. Still, we have seen like one team go top three, the other team goes top two, four. It's really nothing is said until it's going into last track, last pick. So I actually like it's going surprisingly even for the final match. Like both teams should be like same amount of like power, but yeah, last match we saw Ruby taking an early lead and Sapphire coming back, but wasn't enough. This time it's oh no. Okay, they I don't know why, but they decide to all run on this track. Sapphire members. Samuel is just staying in last place. That's all they need to do. And if
That's
Mitch
so
can
weird
hold
to
his
me. I don't. Yeah, kind of confused by that, but okay.
yeah, this track, like if you get shocked on this track, then just done. Like if getting a shock here is just determined for whoever like gets it. And well, if it doesn't happen, then
Oh,
this
and
booster.
blue. Oh, come true. You're in a world of pain.
Yeah, but yeah, and you have it like hidden so he couldn't be seen by other teammates. But right now it's a top two. Oh, this snipe going in
Oh,
from
but
speed.
Super FX might get Reddit here. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, his race is practically over right now.
And
As
come
he
true's
was
might as well because he's holding a mushroom. There you go.
oh no, he used the mod.
And
And
Speedy as
no!
well. Oh, wow, we see literally every member of Dynamite Sapphire just getting absolutely deleted there. But they made some greedy plays. I
Yeah,
think if they'll watch that VOD, they don't agree with
rampage,
their
bro.
decisions.
I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, that last like Green Shield was really fortunate for him, but like I don't know why you're trying like okay, Mitch gets taken out and he has Reds in first place, so of course you're getting Reddit. So you should be careful of that at the first moment. But the second moment is I don't know if Com saw it, but Mitch had another red,
Yeah.
so just shrooming past him was just not the best play. I know you're getting into fringe line early, but that's what happens when you don't have any kind of protection. And that race was just huge for Ruby, just plus 15 right now, and Sapphire in really big trouble right now.
Yeah, that was so confusing the end, and he already passed Mitch. He was never gonna pass Jibacha, so I don't understand why he used the mushroom anyway. Just hold it as a backup for when you do get hit.
Shivacha getting absolutely destroyed by that green kill, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
form.
don't know Mitch why he opts to get the box in first place, getting double coins, and he might get hit die here easily. Yeah.
This is very
Oh,
sus. Okay.
okay. He breaks the red with black, but still, it's a tough situation for Sapphire members right now. I mean, they
Yeah,
they oh
it is a tough situation because they also feel like they need to come back, and we see Jimmy in the middle of the pack. I think getting seventh and eighth place here is not that bad. Okay, well he hit
getting
someone.
sniped. Mitch is doing absolutely crazy stuff today. I think yeah, Spirit builds into I no that build is not actually going to do anything, I think, for him. I just got one
Super
spot
FX might get Reddit yet again.
now.
Okay.
It's time they're holding the protections good. Unlike last track. But this blooper will do nothing for all Ruby members. But they might be able to hold this top two
They
and
might pull a bill here. If they pull a bill, they're passing the entire room.
that's
No,
true. The two mushrooms here may be able to get one spot.
no, I don't think.
Shock at the
Oh,
end. No, no. Okay, yeah. FX dying at the finish line, and Mitch just about to get past too. But the red shield hit was just at the finish line, so he doesn't end with more more things. That shock pull at the end helped getting one spot. And if you are going to race 9 and you're getting that big of a lead, just more and more points are just what you need right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
oh, and this track is
I
actually I
love it.
think this track is actually what Sapphire needs to come back. I'm curious to see what they're doing to like get that comeback approach this track gives you.
This
They
track is
actually
so mental. Like you're always in between. Do I want to front run? Do I want to back? It's such a mental track in my opinion. I love this track.
yeah, this track is actually I find some similitudes with DK Pass, for example, where I have seen teams just not going to back because like some guys, imagine someone gets a shot on DK Pass, there just no way you're not dodging some of the enemy team. So right
Yeah.
now, I think it's Samuel in last. Of course, he just need to maintain last place. But bringing Mitch here, I don't know if that was the correct play as
They're,
he was.
they're,
Oh
they're
no.
just gonna pick up stars. He'll come back anyway. It doesn't matter these hits.
Yeah, clever decision there. Actually, not chaining the two mushrooms right away, so he could gain a bit more of. Yeah, that ratio was really unfortunate for him. It was just forced to use his star.
Well, I
Um,
would have used it there anyway because he needed to come back. I'm pretty sure. Now you can
uh,
use one mushroom for another cut and save. Yeah, and save the
yeah.
trip mushrooms. Oh,
Oh, he
that's
gets
an unfortunate hit. Yeah,
no, bro.
and, and the worst pull you can get, the blooper right there.
Of course, he pulls a blooper, and right now, Sapphire members taking the cut. Bill comes in, Mega Mushroom comes in. There's a shock in play, I think, by Samuel, or yeah, it's Samuel again, and he's just going to hold it. And because of that, they're once again winning the race. Just
Yeah,
pretty impressive stuff by Ruby. They're just playing so well these final matches. Just everything is going up their way, and just amazing stuff from them. Sadly, yeah, Mitch didn't quite calculate like the build was going to be really tight. So sadly, he loses his triple mushrooms and chains a blooper, which was just the worst for him. Like he got the
yeah,
worst possible.
yeah. That if he didn't get hit by the by the bill, he might have actually won that race. I guess because he was pretty close to everyone while holding trip shrooms. You can fresh 2 items in that set. Yeah, you're just in a really good position.
Yeah, finished in the chat, just going wild when Ruby did the top 2 4 5. But yeah, 3 races to the low, and I think the difference right now is just worse than the first war. Right now,
Yeah,
Sapphire
100%.
they need a top four. They
You
if
need
they
two
get a
top
top
fours,
four,
I think.
if they do a top four, their mental will just get a lot better going into last races. They are the desperate to win this race at the very least.
Yeah.
Snipe is
Let's
always there.
calculate for a bit. They need a top four, and then they need another 13 points. They need like a top
Yeah,
four,
it's
and then a
hard.
top two, five, six, bro, 4, 5 probably. Like they need two crazy races, and the way they're playing, I mean, I don't see it happening today. I know these guys. I know they can play, exceptionally well, but some things are just not clicking right now, and I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, Mitch opting to hold his Mega Mushroom, and he could be punished here for doing that. Maybe he wants to activate right now, just to avoid the Vax fans. But luckily this time, like it's Waluigi Pinball reverse, so Vax fans are not. Oh, the shot.
Oh,
No.
that's unfortunate. Though. The drop.
Yeah, he
Still.
luckily he had a start to recover. So this shot
Wait,
will dodge the guy in first. I don't know if he dodged the guy in first, but right now Mitch is tanking the guy in first. So um,
yeah. And look
he's
at that now. Blue Shell can't even do. Oh well, he's not in first. Sorry, their player in first is just miles away. I didn't
yeah,
expect
it's
that.
just gone. Like you're kind of dodging in a high spot just secures yeah him a good spot. Even if he gets booed, I don't know how
Yeah.
Sapphire will come back from this.
Nope. This is D1 finals won by Ruby. There's just no chance.
Yeah, as we're getting into finish section, maybe attempt a back spam here, or
They're
no, it's
top three, and Jibachi has in full
it's
hearts. It's not happening.
yeah, it's not happening. So I think it's mathematically over right now. Yeah, that's a plus 13 race. And it's more than 40-point lead for Ruby right now. So Dynamite Ruby is going to be your Division One winners of this season. They just played absolutely out of their minds today. All the 4 members were just doing absolutely great, and
Yeah.
all the work they have done. Like I know they do. Like they train, they do bot reviews and stuff. But then like it's a really weird situation for some people. Like, uh, not these players are not much of a launch players. Some of them are, but some of them aren't. So, I
But
don't
they're
know.
very. All of them are super experienced. They've been playing MKT for such a long time. Mitch
Yeah,
has
they
been
all.
the leader for Dynamite since I don't know how long, but since forever. It feels like it's just there's a very good spirit in all of these teams in Dynamite, and I think that's what brought them to this finals. And it was always going to be a close match. I think this time Ruby won. Maybe if they played another time, another day, Sapphire would have won. Who knows? But they definitely clutched this race, and I think it's just superior. Yeah, I would even say individual play that brought them this because we just Normally, I think Sapphire is very known for their team plays. I just didn't see too much of it, if I'm very honest and very critical. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what Hantari him like. I know they all like they're playing Division One, so they are really experienced at the game. They're really good. But sometimes just things don't go on your way, and your team just breaks away with it, and you can really do nothing about it. Like sometimes you got some misfortune for Sapphire. Sometimes it was just bad play for them. Maybe what happened on Vanilla Lake, the plus 15 race, was in fact in part of like lock based green shell bounce. But the other fact, you get no protection. You get to use your items very quickly. So Mitch um, holds a red shell and just gets the advantage of the situation and just completely destroys you. For example, I know,
yeah,
I know, yeah. This I don't really know how to describe it, but right now all I can say is Ruby played another game today. They was just
Yeah.
on a whole
The- the-
whole level, and yeah.
I know these guys so well, but even I was impressed by how well they played today. So well done. Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys, I think, if not, I think this maybe Jivacha was an addition. I don't know if it was on the roster last season. I don't think it was,
No, he
but
wasn't.
outside, he was.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh yeah. So like they got the addition of Jivacha, but outside that, this team was demoted to Division Two last Clan War League season, and they went. I think they only lost one game at the regular season last time on Division Two, and they were able to win Division Two, and right now just climb into Division One, do really good in the group stage, ending with 6-4, which was one of the best records of the conference no, the conference and of the entire Division One, and
Yeah.
just yeah, yesterday they ended up the third match against STK. Their playing was really good. All of like if you're a team on playoff stage, then you are a lot of experience in the game. You know
For
how it
sure.
works, and they just played out of their minds yesterday, and they won. And right now they just yeah.
I think that's such a cool thing from you to say, man. Because I think most people watching, they know that you guys lost yesterday, which is unfortunate. I mean, there's not much to say about SDK other than that they've won, a hell of a lot of CWL, other tournaments, etc. So it just shows a lot of respect from, especially you as their clan leader saying that stuff. So for me, as a neutral spectator, more of a neutral spectator, I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Great sportsmanship.
right now, on screen we're seeing like I don't know if at least two of the four members of Dynamite Ruby are MKW players or former MKW players, so they just miming with their favorite character from all time.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, it actually hit. Oh my god, do you see that?
Yeah.
Mitch with the with the banana cannon sniping the Black Yoshi. Yeah, so
Certified snipers, bringing Funky Kong back into the game.
I don't know if it was today, but this should be one of the best performance I have seen from this team so far. Like they played so absolutely well today, and it was just deserved. Like the win was just deserved from them, and they gained top four here, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think so
It's all
too.
over, and yeah, Funky Guns get defeated by Wendy's. Um,
You
sadly,
hate to see it. What a time to be alive.
it's not time to be alive. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if I don't know if we can have an interview with them. I don't think it's possible, but it is what it is. Dynamite Ruby are your champions once again. Congratulations for all of them. They have
Yes.
done an incredible job, and yeah,
They
thanks
can be
all.
so proud, but so can be Sapphire. I mean, this was the most competitive season of CWL. Dynamite, whichever way you look at it, they kind of won. I mean, Sapphire won't be happy with second place, but at least they lost to their brother, so to speak. So maybe that makes it a little bit better. I don't know. But both teams can be super proud by the way they performed. So well done, good job to all, and especially grats to Dynamite Ruby for taking home the grand prize.
Yeah, great, huge congratulations for them, and we're having it's not confirmed yet, but this is the Clan War League end. Thank you everyone for joining, and I think Mitch is just really happy right now. But yeah, turning next time we will be seeing. I don't know if we will be seeing a different tournament, but hopefully we can bring it to you guys so you can enjoy more MKT action. So yeah, that's it. That's all for right for now, and hope to see
Yeah.
you guys soon.
Yeah, definitely. And one last shout out to Rookie, our stream host, who did an amazing job. The real goat behind the scenes. Thanks, bro.